Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adobe Illustrator 2019 number 8 in our playlist, okay? And this is actually technically number 1 for Photoshop because we're going to use Photoshop a little bit too. What we're going to do in this one is we are going to create a very basic animation, you know, like a GIF that you can play and export as a video and use on the internet, okay? So here's how you do that, alright? First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, New, and you're going to start just like we normally do. You're going to change this to inches. You're going to do 8.25 by 11. Technically, this paper size could be anything because we're not going to be printing this at any point. It's just a video. So if you wanted to make it square, like 8 by 8 or whatever, you could do that as well. But anyways, the other two things, just make sure that you change the color mode to be CMYK, and make sure that you change your raster effects to be high 300 ppi, and then hit create. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to create an animation of a ball that is bouncing, and it's bouncing across the screen. Okay, so here's how you go ahead and do that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use a rectangle. We're going to put a color on that rectangle. Let's use blue, and we're going to draw that right across the middle like this. Okay, it doesn't matter if there's a stroke on there. You know, you could mess around with it, make it look different. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to create, and by the way, I'm clicking and holding on this, that way I can get back here to the ellipse tool. I'm going to click one time, and I'm going to do one width and one height to create my ball. I'm going to change the color and make it something else like red, and I'm going to start with this one probably up here and to the left. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to do Shift O, the letter O. And what that does is it puts it into artboard mode. And what artboard is that you can create a bunch of different artboards, and it'll copy your stuff to each individual artboard based on where the position of it was in the last artboard. Okay, so right now I have my artboard basically selected. If I hold Alt, and let's zoom out first actually. If I hold Control and if I hold Alt and zoom out on the mouse, I can move like that. And if I hold Control, I can kind of slide it this way just to give me a little bit more space. Okay, so again, I did Shift O and I had my artboard selected. Then I'm going to hold down Alt on the keyboard, and I'm going to drag that entire artboard over somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's even or not, but I'm a little OCD. And you get the exact same thing on artboard number 2, and it says that it's a copy of number 1. So then you go back to the selection tool. You take this, and I'm going to maybe zoom back in a little bit here. You're going to hold Shift, and you're going to use the arrow keys. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down. And then we do the same thing again. Shift O, Alt, drag over to create a new one. And that's a copy of the second one. And we take this with the selection tool, and we do Shift, 3 to the right, 3 down. So what we're doing is we're creating every single frame of this animation. The more frames that you create, the smoother the animation will be, and the longer it can also be as well. Okay, so this is a little tedious past this point, but you know, at any point if you want to fast forward, you can do that. But I do have to create my artboards, and I'm just going to keep saying the same direction. So Shift O is to select the artboard. If I hold down Alt and I drag over, I get a new one. I'm going to go back to my selection tool, click the ball. I'm going to hold Shift, 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down. Now I'm going to move my screen a little bit and go again. I think I made 19 before when I was testing this out, so we'll see how many I make this time. Back to the selection tool, grab the ball, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I don't want this to, let's zoom in. I don't want it to bounce into the floor like that, so I'm going to drag this up like this and make it look like the ball is actually bouncing at that level. Okay, so once again, zoom back out, Shift O, Alt, drag, and then we're going to do the selection tool. We grab this, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going back up, but remember that you have to fix the ball now. And that was, I think I moved it up 3, so now I'm moving it. You can see they kind of click when you're doing them. You know, and you could also recreate the ball too if that's a mess for you. Let's go back to what it was. Okay, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Back to a circle. All right, now we're shifting over again. Zooming out a little bit, we had one bounce. Shift O, Alt, drag, selection tool, 1, 2, 3, and we're going up this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Shift O, Alt and drag. Now, by the way, Alt and drag is actually for copying anything. So if I'm selected on this, I can do Alt and drag and it'll make a second one. Go away. All right. Shift. Oh, I didn't move that one. Whoops. Shift 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Shift O. Alt drag. And you only want to do one at a time because otherwise you would have to go 6, 6 and then 9, 9 and then so on. Selection tool, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I think we're going to peak out at that height right there. And then we're going to start coming back down for a second bounce. Shift O, Alt drag. Selection tool. Ball. 1, 2, 3 and then 3 down. Shift O. Whoop, that's the wrong one. That's Shift P. Don't do that. Gotta hit this little X here. That's for like perspective mode. Shift O. Alt drag. Selection. Ball. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shift O. Again, you guys know how to do it by now. Alt and drag. Now, there was no reason why I jumped to the second line there, but you'll see that if you zoom out far enough, you can't go outside this area. So when I was doing it last time, I actually ended up here, and then I had to start another row, but that really doesn't matter. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the bounce again. To about there, maybe a little further. Okay, zoom back out, Shift O. Organization, it's always key. Selection tool, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pull that back up. Shift O. And like I said, the more frames you have, the smoother it's going to be. So if you want, just go for it and make a bunch of them. And it'll be real smooth. You can make it longer. You can make it go faster by being, you know, a higher frame per second. Make the ball bounce faster, I mean. And maybe we'll make this one bounce really high. Oops, something happened. Control Z. There we go. And I'll do one more. Alright, there we go. That's good. Alright, zoom out. See all your different artboards. I think I had 17 total. What you're going to do then is you're going to go to File, Export As. Okay, export as. You are going to click where it says Use Artboards, and you're gonna create a folder first. So I like to just put it on my desktop because I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna erase it anyways. But hit New Folder, call it, you know, whatever you want, Bouncing Ball, and then inside that folder, I'm gonna save this file and call it Bouncing Ball Animation. And it doesn't matter if it's a JPEG or whatever, but use artboards and then hit export. It's going to ask you a couple things here which really don't matter. We're already on CMYK. We have the best quality, which is going to make a larger file. We have good pixels per inch, and then we're going to hit OK. Alright, so let's show you what that did. So as I minimize this and I go into the File Explorer, you'll see that on my desktop I have a folder called Bouncing Ball, and you'll see that in there. Let me change my hang on, View Details. Okay, and if I move that a little bit, you see I have Bouncing Ball Animation 1 all the way through 17, so that's all the different images that I'm going to use for my animation. So now I can go ahead, if you have Photoshop installed, I can open up Photoshop. Alright, I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm going to click the first ball, and I'm going to hit Image Sequence, and then hit Open. It's going to ask me what the frame rate is. You can do 15. That basically just means that, you know, it's going to run through the first 15 frames in 1 second, which would mean that my total animation would be like 1.2 seconds or something like that. Now you can go lower, but that's going to make it jump a little bit not as clean. You can go higher, and it'll be really smooth, but it'll be very fast because we didn't really make all that many artboards. Okay, so I'm going to do 15. I think that worked out pretty well before. Alright, so you've got your pictures in here, and you can see that down here I have a bar that you probably don't have yet. Go to Window, and go to Workspace, and go to Motion. That's what I have checked right now. And you can see that's down at the bottom. You can see that I have my 17 frames all the way across. This is going to be a second. That's my 16th, 17th. Oh, I'm sorry, hang on. This is just how long it is, okay? And then you can go over here and you can hit play. And this takes a second to catch up. I noticed that it was really slow and laggy, but once it got through the first one, it started speeding up like that, and you can see that you have your bouncing ball. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop on that. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Export. You're going to do Save for Web Legacy. There's a lot of stuff in here, so don't worry about this, but the thing is we don't want to change our image size to be too big, and it likes to jack that number up for some reason. And it's also dealing with pixels. It's not dealing with inches anymore. So try something like 500 for the width, and then whatever the height ends up being, you know, it's locked anyways, so you can't change that number, you know, like the proportions of it. Let that load for a second. Alright, hit save. Oh, by the way, this has got to be on GIF up here, okay? And then hit save. It's going to ask you where you want to save it. In the desktop, I'm just going to put it in the same folder, bouncing ball. And we're going to call this, I don't know, we'll just call it ball animation. You don't have to change that. You don't have to change any of these other things. You're just going to hit save. Alright, now when I minimize and I go on my desktop and I found bouncing ball here, I'll see my ball animation. If I double click on that, you'll see that you have your GIF, okay, or your GIF, however you like to say that at home. Alright, and that's something that you can use on the internet or on a web page or whatever. So if you're one of my students, I want you to create this exact animation, and then our next project is going to be to create something a lot more detailed and a lot more advanced of some kind of animation that has a minimum of 30 different frames. At 15 frames per second is going to be 2 seconds long. Okay, so go ahead and try that if you're one of my guys. And for everyone else, thank you guys for watching. I saw a tutorial on something similar to this where the ball was just kind of moving across the screen, but I thought it would be cool to make that ball bounce as our first demonstration of animation. Alright, so thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and hopefully we will see you guys in the next part, which would be number 9. This one was number 8. Alright, see you guys later, thanks.